So let's get things started with the final for Junior Road Tax. Here's your starting grid. Pole position will be started by Cameron Nelson. Taze Van Wyk will be alongside on the front row ahead of, I think it's due to be Jack West and Tom Streller, row 2. Boris Maximov, Max Sidursky, Ollie Wise, Ryan Gandor, Casper Nissen and Lars Lambers, due to complete the top 10. Will Archer, Callum Sims, Jacob Woods, Harry Freeman, Jacob Ashcroft, Isaac Barker, Vlad Tomenchuk, Bran van der Weken, Tom Hager, Matthias Jallerup, Silas Nicolaisen, Jim Back, Eva Morris, Mata Kobahidze, Lika van Berkel, Samir Paul, Daniel Minto, Nicolas Machon and AJ Berggraf bringing up the rear of the field. So the drivers now go on their official formation lap ahead of 11 minutes plus 1 lap of racing. After this, we'll just have the DD2 and DD2 Masters final with Senior Road Tax closing out the show for 2024, and then we'll be getting our podiums for the weekend results, the championships, and also the grand finals tickets that will be handed out this afternoon. Air temperature now 13 degrees Celsius. Humidity has dropped down to 58%. Wind still northwesterly, 11 kilometers per hour. It is going to be down to the front row to control the pace, and they've got to start getting everybody in order before the point of no return, which is the red line just by the entrance to the pits. And they're overtaking past that point, otherwise a driver may pick up a post-race penalty as a direct result. So Nelson and Van Wyk on the front row, Nelson on pole position. Let's see what happens over the next 11 minutes plus an additional lap. Into the tram lines we go, revs rise, and it's a full start. So drivers having recognised the sign. So the field once again gets another formation lap to do the old control alt delete and get themselves ready for racing one more time here at the Home Champions. And the tension is currently palpable at this moment. So the front row starting to slow things down and get everyone to gather up into their respective positions on the starting grid. So out of the final corner into the tram lines, revs rise, lights are out. We are underway. And everyone manages to get through, but there's been a couple of drivers going off track. I haven't seen Jacob Ashcroft or Ollie Wise. Oh, right to the, oh, big hit. Oh, Nicolas Machon, clutching the right arm. Someone had spun around and had held the brakes, and oncoming traffic was unsighted, and then bang, it happened. So, right, hang on a second. Yellow flag, circuit wide, full course yellow. For the first time this weekend, full course yellow, neutralising the race. I hope Nicolas Machon is all okay. I did notice that his right arm, he was clutching it. But it was a very, very hefty impact. They started coming out of turn number 3, and someone was stuck in the middle, and that was Boris Maximov that was turned around, and then Nicolas Machon at full velocity hit him, and steering broken on the right-hand side. And I think that's going to be a very, the medical team are on site with Nicolas Machon at the moment. So as the full course slow procedure is engaged on the circuit. So I did notice a couple of other drivers. So Boris Maximov out, Silas Nikolaisen out, Nicolas Machon out. Ollie Wise and Jacob Ashcroft did not take the start, I hasten to add here. So my main concern at the moment is that Nicolas Machon is all okay. So we will be under full course yellow. Flags have been put, well, there's a couple of yellow flags still waving at the moment. So once the yellow flags stop waving, then we will be getting ready for a restart under single file, green flag racing conditions. So at the moment we are still under the full course yellow. And that's right. A couple of drivers nearly got caught out at the sharp end of the field. So at the moment, the current running order is as thus. At the moment, Ollie Wise and Jacob Ashcroft did not take the start. Boris Maximov, Silas Nikolaisen, and Nicolas Machon, who I'm hearing seems to be all okay at the moment, but being checked out medically. So Cameron Nelson leads from Jack West, Taze Van Wyk, Jacob Woods, Ryan Gandor. They complete the top 5. Lars Lambers, Isaac Barker, Callan Sims. Then we've also got Tom Strella, Max Sidursky, Kasper Nissen, Vlad Tomanchuk, Matthias Jallerup. Mate Kobahidze has moved up to 10 places, up to 14th, head of Jim Buck, Lieke van Berkel, Samir Paul, Tom Hedger, Harry Freeman, Will Archer, AJ Berggraaf, Bran van der Weken, Ava Morris and Daniel Minto. So we're down to 24 out of the... So effectively, well, Boris Maximov, that's going to be a drop score considered in towards him. But with the amount of that severity of that incident, not at all surprised that a full course yellow was employed, because Nicolas Machon, the kart was not going to drive anywhere. The right front was an absolute mess. Steering broken. You can actually, those watching on the live stream, you can see that coming through turn 10, the 272 Esprit chassis run by GKS Lemons Power, based out of this circuit, completely unusable and undrivable. And I'm wondering whether Nicolas had possibly his right arm right hand on the steering wheel when the impact happened. When you're at that kind of velocity, you're accelerating out of turn number 3. However, back we go. Underway, green flag waves. And we restart with 5.5 minutes to go, plus an additional lap. Cameron Nelson ahead of Jack West. Thijs van Wijk rounding out the top 3 positions. So a lengthy train as Cameron Nelson, who already has it. Oh, and that was Woodsy. That was Jacob Woods trying to get through on Thijs van Wijk. And now that's put the cat amongst the pigeons. He launched it from way back when, did Jacob Woods. And that has allowed Ryan Gandor to get up into 3rd place. And 4th looks to be Lars Lambers, sideways for Tom Streller. I think he had Casper Nissen into the right-hand side of him through turn number 10, and the Latvian was sideways out of that corner. So Cameron Nelson continues to lead the quartet at the front, and they are covered by less than 2 tenths. Oh, we've got a firecracker on our hands at the front end of the field. So at the moment behind Lambers, Woods in 5th, Barker up 10 places. The young man from Dan Holland Racing, the 253, up 10 spots from 16th on the grid. It's West versus Nelson, Gandor versus Lambers. So Mate Kobite up to 13th now. That's 40 points for the Georgian driver. A lot going on in this race at the minute. So I'm going to concentrate on the racing action. Oh, moment there for Ryan Gandor. Lost all that momentum. Back end had a tank slapper. And he lost all that momentum that he gained. As now Jack West trying everything in the playbook to get through on Cam Nelson for the race lead. But it's not going to be easy because now they've got 2 drivers chasing them down. It's going to be the pair of Callum Sims and Casper Nissen. Nissen, this year's Euro Trophy champion. And then there is the other brigade battling away. Mate Kobite stuck between a rock and a hard place. Jacob Woods is in front of him. As there goes Casper Nissen past the Racing Evolution 216 of Callum Sims. And Nissen trying to get through on Lambers. Gandor's now got onto the back bumper of West for 2nd place. But there are other drivers chasing those in front down. Thijs van Wijk. I've just seen Vlad Tominchuk move up a position, so he's up to 8th spot as the drivers come across the line. Jacob Woods now drops down to, well, he's dropped down now. Oh, and there is the 2-4-1. That's Cameron Nelson, the race leader. What on earth happened? Now, I know that they were really coming into turns 1 and 2 very, very hard indeed. Oh, and there was a touch from West from behind. Oh, and it just spun Cam Nelson backwards the wrong way. But now it is a KR Sport 1-2 on the road. So Jack West leads, Ryan Gandor 2nd, Thijs van Wijk 3rd, 4th Casper Nissen, 5th Callum Sims, Lars Lambers, and then Vlad Tominchuk has been slowly reeling them in. And we've got a 3-second time penalty, I think, going to, let me catch the number at the moment, I think it might be the 261. Will Archer, that's possibly for 2 wheels out of the tram lines. Ryan Gandor has just got a little bit of a love tap from behind as he managed to get through on Thijs van Wijk, but there is the European champion. Casper Nissen running on the IPK Praga. Finally, it's come good for the Dane as he makes his way down towards turn number 10. But Jack West now has a bit of a lengthy lead now. One of his last, I think it's possibly his last race as a junior. He's now got nearly a 1.7 second advantage with 30 seconds on the timer to go. Ryan Gandor has just been overtaken, not just for second, but also for third. The Canadian drops down to fourth place. And there is Max Sidursky waiting in the wings, who's got past Vlad Tominchuk. Oh, there's a lot of activity behind, nearly 3 wide coming down the Yurapalan. Lambers tries to defend from Sidursky, is successful doing so into turn number 7. So timer has hit 0. One more lap to go. Black and white warning flag given. 2:46, Taze van Wyk. But Jack West leads us on to the final lap of the last race for Junior Road Tax, side by side a little bit further back, possibly between Harry Freeman and Callum Sims, as the field makes its way through in towards the last few corners of this race. Good to see Daniel Minto's mum and also Millie cheering him on. Daniel currently at the moment is 21st, ahead of Tom Hager, AJ Bergeroff and Bran van der Weyken, the last of the 24 out of 29 runners in this race. Taze van Wyk trying to close the gap down. There's also another penalty, 280 for Jacob Woods. But out of the final corner, it's going to be a victory on the road. Jack West takes the win for the white and purple of KR Sport. Second for Taze van Wyk. Casper Nissen rounds out the top 3. 3 wide across the line, a little bit further back. Max Sidursky takes 4th. Ryan Gandor 5th. Lars Lambers 6th. Vlad Tominchuk, Harry Freeman, Matthias Jallerup, Callum Sims, Isaac Barker, Lieke van Berkel, Cameron Nelson. Will Archer, Mate Kobahidze, Tom Streller, Jim Back, Jacob Woods, Ava Morris, Samir Paul, Tom Hager, AJ Bergeroff, Bran van der Weyken, and Daniel Minto being the last of the classified finishers on that one. Boris Maximov, Silas Nikolaisen, Nicolas Marchand, Ollie Wise and Jacob Ashcroft not either finishing the race or taking part in the race thereof.